Pilot. So, Jonathan, get us through the fog, please.
Let me first of all state, while I'm passing some things out, that it's a great honor to be considered for this award. When I heard about it, I can't express to you because it's a little emotional what I felt, but it's just a great honor to be in this club. Looking through the fog, I want to talk about three things: why mentoring is so important, timely subject, a personal story of being mentored, and explain to you at long last what it means to looking through the fog. How many in this room have actually mentored somebody over a period of time? Okay, not just like one day. Hands up, come on. What a great experience it is. Just imagine that I think there's over 250,000 members in Toastmasters now. Did I get that figure right? It's close to it. Just think if every Toastmaster, just once a year, took on a mentoring subject, a kid that needs it, something, and dedicated their life to that person. Just think what the world, how the world would change, and every organization would change if we had that kind of mentoring going on. You've seen these papers. There's 3 pages here. Here's my mentoring subject. I went to San Clemente High School, graduated in 1972. Marla was one of the teachers there. She's on page 3. That's right, great shot of her. And then my subject is the first page, the upper left-hand corner, Mr. Grignon, who Marla remembers with fondness, I'm sure. And then in the middle page, you see me at the upper left-hand corner, wearing my natural dew. Okay? Yes, that's me.
Nice.
What happened to my hair? That's right. So, let's talk about these 3 people, actually. Mr. Grignon was the head of the heads of the science department. He loved fish and ecology, and he was an incredibly respected man. And he, like all teachers, he had to teach that 101 course for all guys like me that didn't study in high school. We're kind of hanging out, getting loaded, and all that in the 60s. Okay, so we met paths. That was me. Here's me. I was not thought about to be successful at all. I had low grades. My mentor was drugs at that time. That was my mentor. And I thought I had found something that accepted me. And I found that wasn't true, thank God. But that's what happened to me. And then Marla. Marla didn't know, but she was a mentor too. When I used to sit there in the PE class, with Coach Sharkey yelling at us, she would be over there next to us with the girls, talking to them, mentoring them, and I used to listen to her, not Coach Sharkey. She never knew that. I learned more from her than she ever knew. Thank you, Marla. So, bless you. Okay, so here's our thing. I come into class, my senior year, I got to take this class, and I'm in the back, my long hair, and here's Mr. Grignon. And I'm thinking, he's probably looking at me going, oh God, here comes this guy, But when he opened his mouth and when he shook my hand, I saw something different. He didn't judge me. Come into my class. I want you to learn. Well, no one said that to me in high school. No teacher ever said that to me. And I got straight A's in that class. Let me tell you about one memorable moment of my studies there. Back behind San Clemente High School in that immediate hillside, there's no houses there back then. And there was this little kind of valley. Me and my friends used to kind of walk in and explore when we were really young. And we found whale bones, because that used to be seafloor over here, right? No, this used to be the seafloor. We found a find of whale bones. And so I brought one of these into class one time to Mr. Grignon. Hey, Mr. Grignon, I found some whale bones. Check this out. And I'm like, long hair, You know what he did? It was like after a rain, too. He took the whole class. We left, put our stuff down. We walked out. went up this little valley, trips it in the mud in our feet, and we found that find of whale bones. We excavated it. We were late all to our next class, but he didn't care. He figured it out. He covered us. But we brought back the whale bones, and they stood in a case. And I was so proud that my name was on there, that I had made that find. I'll never forget him. One of the reasons I went to college was because of him. So, time to pay it forward. When I was going to college, I worked at Capistrano by the Sea Psychiatric Hospital. It used to be on the hill up here. As a aide, graveyard shift, whatever it took to work. And I decided to start a devotional Sunday service for the patients, okay? Because they didn't have one there. You know, nothing dogmatic or anything, just getting together, played my guitar, and we sang. I did that for 2 years. And I remember getting this letter from one of the patients who, told me how much they had gotten out of that service and that it had helped them on a pathway to health. And that was an amazing, when I saw that letter again, it was really emotional. So I spent time up there. Free music lessons. I've always mentored somebody in free music lessons. In my son's Boy Scout troop, Jared, many of you have met him, there was a parent, one of his Scoutmasters, whose son died in a tragic car accident. And he was a musician, sang in the choir. I mentored his younger brother, just finished for 4 years. Gave him free music lessons to help him reclaim what his brother had lost. And the family did not have a lot of money. So I've took him on for 4 years. Now he's got his own band, and he's out there having a great time and making something out of his life. Then I got involved with Coastal Mountain Youth Academy. Helped them out with their website. Taught guitar there last year. Met a young man named Tommy. I knew Tommy was going to make it. So I said, hey, Tommy, come over to the house. I'll teach you some extra guitar lessons. I believe in you. Let's go for it. Let's take a flight over to Catalina and kind of walk around the airport and talk. So we did that one day. And I said, if you graduate, we're going to go out again. So we're still kind of setting that one up because he did graduate. I went to the scholarship breakfast, and there he was. He looked so great. And 2 girls that were in my class, one of them OD'd in front of me, were there, and the other one was laughing, talking about how they hated their drugs now, that their life was changed. What a great facility this is. But to be a part of that, and just to be a little bit, means so much. So I'm going to say to you, remember the old don't judge a book by the cover? Remember that old saying? It's so important. What if you saw me back then with my long hair and dude? Would you have mentored me? Or would you have not looked through the fog and judged me? Said, I'm not going to touch this kid. Mr. Grignon took my hand. I believe in you. Come into my class. We talk about important things here. I don't care what you look like. You mean something to me. I'll never forget it. Yeah. Anybody drove through the fog before? Isn't it, what do you look, where's that line? You're looking for the road, all that stuff. So when you're mentoring somebody, if you want to take on a project of a mentor, look through the fog. Don't look at the externals. Don't get in a box like I can only talk to you, Find the one that needs the mentoring. That is the one. And change the world that way. A picture may not be 1,000 words, or at least not the words you thought. We say a picture's worth 1,000 words, but we look at that picture and go, oh, no, they're not going to. Okay? But behind the scenes. How many pictures do we see of Jesus? Looks like Charlton Heston, doesn't he? Big hair. We're all on the wall. Yeah, that's him. He's a movie star. Well, there's actually an old scripture in Isaiah that says, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty we're going to desire this man. He was probably a bum. He probably looked terrible. You would probably walk by someone like that and go, but we've made him into a Hollywood star. Okay? It's all perception, perception, perception. So I have a challenge to the Toastmasters in this club. Okay? About mentoring. I've explained looking through the fog, right? Look through the fog. Find somebody this year. If it's a kid, Coastal Mountain is full of kids that need help. The Boys and Girls Club is full of kids that need help. Thank you, everybody that's done that work. But just think, find someone, grab their hand. I want to help you. Someone helped me. I want to help you pull through this. And together, you can call me. We will spend lunch together once more. Whatever it is, get a project. I challenge you. And look through the fog. Look through the fog. Because if you don't, you might miss an incredible blessing. Thank you.